Undead Unluck. This is Undead Unluck chapter 133 Roadmap. Last we left off with Undead Unluck, the time loop has been initiated, and Fuko has been traveled back over to the 1970s, where she meets up with No, who is the unknown negator. And Josh, you were
I
actually
know
right
on.
about this. I
What?
think I misinterpreted this last week with the significance of the G pen artifact, and we we see that it is confirmed that like in the previous loop, No touched the pen, and that's how he became a negator. I
Yes.
believe I wasn't sure about that last time, so good on you for catching that.
I laugh because I know it's called the G pen for real, but there's also a G pen from Snoop Dogg for weed, and it's just like hilarious how he said the G
Yeah, the
pen.
G pen. Um, so
Foucault's like, no, say no to drugs.
say no to drugs, kids. I think she would say that though. Anyway, so basically, she explains that in a previous loop, he touched the pen and became a negator, and that it became a negator that nobody would ever notice called unknown. So I'm here. She says, "I'm here to stop that future from happening," and takes the pen away. Um, this guy's like, I know is like, you're lying. You just want to keep the pen for yourself. And she's like, okay, then I guess I'll have to convince you. And then she uses the UMA known as Move, to just teleport herself and Ano around. Um, and she takes him to the place where that she met him the first time, way back in the day, when Ano first appeared in the series. And she explained basically what happened, and the way that she found him is by thinking of this like first like panel of the series that Ano would end up drawing, that she becomes a fan of. And it is very similar to the scene that she just stopped, where Ano finds the G pen and it changes his life basically forever. Um, so yeah, basically she explains that, and he's like, oh, "I'm gonna be a manga artist," and she's like, "Yep, you'll make shojo," and he's like, "Even though I'm a jump reader right now, oh, that's cool." It's very nice. So it turns out that she's like, I know, like, wait, it's September now, not April. The date's all wrong. And she's like, yep, but I waited every day at that spot for at 5 p.m. to prevent this unlucky incident from happening. Um, so you know, and she's like, you did that by yourself? That sounds terrible. And she's like, well, compared to what you've done for me, it's not that bad. And she's like, what did I do for you? Right, he's like, what I've done for you? And he's like, yeah, besides, my partner is fighting even harder. And we get a flashback to when Fuko actually just got through the loop. And we notice that, like, she notices that there's, like, a message left for her on the headquarters, that's been etched in stone, which is basically kind of like a nice thing. It's like, it says, I do for you, you do for me, we do for the union. Can you do it, partner? And she says, Roger, you know? And her plan is to prevent everyone's unluck until the day that she finds Andy, who's been going around and gathering artifacts for the battle. So, uh, this Ano thanks her, and he, sorry, I keep mixing up. He is like, I'll cheer everyone on with my manga, and once the series comes out, be sure to read it. The title will be, and then at that
Hey,
moment,
don't pirate it.
yeah, at that moment, yeah, don't pirate it. Read it legally on viz.com/shonen jump.
Please.
And she uses Move to just teleport Ano away, back home, actually, to the point where his mother was looking for him. Because if you don't know Ano's backstory, after touching the G pen, he disappears forever, and his mom like never finds him. So that's nice.
Yeah.
So the Move UMA is like, no help from Unknown this time around, and he's like, he's helped enough. Um, and she looks at it is like, now that I'm looking at the G liners memories this time around, my hypothesis seems correct. Of the three sacred spirit treasures, only the heart's information is missing. So at this point, they've never found the third sacred weapon, sacred spirit treasure, and it turns out that she's she's basically thought that the heart artifact, the only one that hasn't shown up, only drops in the 101st loop, which is where they are right now. This is the 101st time that they've reset time in their war against God. Um, so she's like, this is going to be the most difficult quest ever, and we'll need stronger allies than ever before. Um, so she sprays out this map, and it turns out it's a roadmap of all the information that they've acquired in the previous loop. And she mentions that the key to defeating God will likely be the last of the three spirit treasures, the heart. So we'll need to assemble negators. And this is a strategy guide, the roadmap for creating the ultimate union. And we see all of the negators sprawled out across the map. And her thing, her ultimate plan is to basically stop the tragedies that turn them into negators in the first place.
Yes.
And the first thing that she's going to start with is Mr. Nico and Miss Gina, and that's where the chapter ends.
Nico Robin.
Yes. Josh, what did you think about Undead Unluck chapter 133?
RGC, motherfucker.
Oh,
how about that?
Same.
Yeah, not to
be
you,
honest,
but in general. RGC, man, I can't believe they did it.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. This series was supposed to be over months ago. I wrote it off. I'm an asshole. To all the Undead Unluck fans, I was holding it down, saying that have faith. You were right.
You were right. I'll say it too. You guys were
Look
right.
at Fuko. She's tall now, and she's about that fucking life. And she's gonna save everyone, y'all. I was like, yo, wouldn't that be cool if she went back to go save everybody? And that's exactly what happened. She's gonna get their strength without them being negators. Wholesome.
Wholesome.
Wholesome. Wholesome.
Yeah.
I think Andy's kind of mean for never seeing her, but whatever.
He's working. He's working on stuff.
Probably some plot reason for it.
Yeah, definitely. She said that they were like, he was like getting artifacts.
Yeah, but she's been on the planet for 1,000 years, so
True.
it's like 100 years. So
true. Was that it?
I don't know about that. Yeah, that's about it.
Well, I guess I don't disagree with Josh. I thought this was a great chapter. I'll keep it short as well. I'm really excited for this. I always figured that it was going to be like a get the band back together type of thing, but I'm excited to see how it pulls off. I can't imagine that she'll spend that much time with everyone. I mean, that will make this a very long series. So, I'm very excited to see how this goes. This is gonna tug at my heartstrings a little, especially since we just got Nico's backstory, and considering how fucking sad that story is.
Fresh.
I'm actually kind of excited to see what this brings. Gina is from way back. They actually murdered her to get into the Union in the first place. So, I'm excited to see how they change that up a little bit. But yeah, I'm glad that there's like kind of a clear direction for the series post the time loop. I'm very excited to see. I love the premise overall. And yeah, I don't have much to say. Just a simple, short and sweet. I know we've been going on for a long on this episode, so great chapter for a great series. I can't wait for next week.